Hi guys, I'm Tim from YourSixStudios. On this video today, I'm going to be teaching you how to make a thumbnail using ShareFactory on your PlayStation 4 without a computer. Let's dive into the video right now. So let's go ahead and get ourselves a background for our thumbnail. There's two ways I like to do this. The first way, I go to the internet browser application on the PlayStation 4 and I type in what I want, and then I make the screen full size and I take a picture, a screenshot of that image. The other way I like to do it is by grabbing a screenshot from a video clip that I was editing in the ShareFactory, and then I'll generate a thumbnail off a specific image, then add text and overlays to it. I ended up typing in ShareFactory into Google search, and I scroll down to the preferred image that I like. I like this one for a background. It really is catchy and it shows off ShareFactory. So I clicked on the image that I like, and then I made it full screen here, as you can see. And then you can zoom in with the right thumbstick. If you press that in, you can actually zoom in and pan around where you like it. And that's kind of good right there. I gotta crop it a little bit more. Alright, this is looking good. So let's go ahead and take a screenshot what I have now. So I'll take a screenshot, and there we go. Our screenshot is saved, and it's going to be in ShareFactory now. So let's go on over there and edit a little bit more. I'm going to go to Photos and start making a thumbnail off of the Photos section first, and I'll show you how to do it through the video version. So I'm going to go down to my selected screenshot that we just took off the internet browser. So I got that selected. Yeah, let's use this theme. It looks good. So there we have it as our background right now. Alright, that looks good. Let's go ahead and pan and zoom this to crop it a little bit better. I'm going to zoom in here and pan around. And I really like having that ShareFactory nice and large on the image, so I'm going to make that a little bit bigger. That's looking good. How about right there? So pressing X, I'm going to go over to add overlay, and I'm going to add some text, and I'm going to add some other graphics to this background that we just had. So here's some of the stickers that they have on ShareFactory already. Let's scroll down to something a little bit interesting. I know they have some arrows down here that I kind of like. And also you can bring in your own images from your PC using a USB thumbstick and bring them on into here. So here's the arrow I was talking about. Let's go ahead and manipulate this a little bit. So you have different options to transform it. If you are using your R1 and L1 buttons, you can make it larger. Your triggers on both sides, they rotate the arrow. So this is looking good right where it is, kind of. So let's put this here. Alright, when I was scrolling, I saw something with ShareFactory on it. Let's go ahead and grab that image. Scrolling up here. There it is, right here. This kind of looks cool. This might add a little bit more value to our thumbnail. So, let's go ahead and manipulate this just like we did to that arrow. So I'm going to go ahead and transform this just like I did to that arrow. And I'm going to put it over it. How about right here? This is looking good. Let's go ahead and add text now by pressing X and adding more overlays. So I really like this second text right here. It already has a black outline for the text. And let's type in make a thumbnail on ShareFactory. Let's do that. If you have a keyboard connected to your PlayStation 4 that's USB, this can make this process a lot quicker just typing in any text. So I have my first word complete. Let's go ahead and move it where I want it here and go ahead and make it a little bit bigger using the bumper buttons. And I like it right here. I have the arrow pointed to where I want it. And then you can use all these different text effects if you don't like that one. I'm going to scroll through it right now just to give you a quick example of all the different effects. Let's go ahead and add thumbnail to it. So once again, go ahead and back out to the screen and press X and then add text. So I'm going to add thumbnail to this. Alright, let's go ahead and move this where I want it here, make it a little bit bigger. Hey, that is looking good. Now, one thing I like to do on my thumbnails is just change the coloring to like a more eye-popping, maybe like a yellow, something that's a little bit different so when you're scrolling through YouTube, it just stands up. So you can go ahead and do that here. I'm going to change it to yellow because that's what I like doing. Alright, let's add one more word to it by pressing X, going to text. Let's go ahead and put ShareFactory under make thumbnail, and then here we go. This is starting to look really good. A few final touches. I'm going to make this image a little bit bigger. Now let's go ahead and add a filter to this. So I like to use this saturate filter just because it brings out all the natural colors and makes it pop a little bit more. Also, let's go ahead and add this vintage kind of effect that kind of brings like a black edge to everything, and as you can see, that draws your attention to the text a little bit more. So let's go ahead and press triangle and save this to our gallery. So it's rendering the photo, and then we can go ahead and edit this in our video editor on ShareFactory now too. Okay, so we have our thumbnail completed. Let's go ahead and switch over to video and start a new project here. Now, usually for these themes, I'll just pick whatever. It doesn't really matter for me. The Black Ops 3 one is usually the one I like to go to, just because I have so much Call of Duty content. Now, earlier in the video I said you could go ahead and make a thumbnail off of a selected screenshot in your clip. Let's go ahead and do that now. I need to find something that I just recently recorded. 30 minutes is a little bit too long. Let's go with a 30-second clip. So I select my clip. As you can see, I'm going through my timeline and I'm trying to find that perfect spot in my video where I might want to make a thumbnail from it. So this looks good. Let's go ahead and split the clip right here, so if we lose our spot, we know where it is 100%. So from here we can do a lot of the same features that we did in photo by adding text, adding images, adding other overlay effects. One thing I suggest doing, however, is going to clone a clip. That is just going to clone the entire clip that you have. Then when you're going through your timeline, what you're doing right now isn't going to show up on your actual video. Then once you're done with your editing and you generated your thumbnail, you can just delete that clone clip. Otherwise, you're going to have exactly what we're doing now show up in your video. So I just quickly went through this and just added some graphics and my name to the screen, just to give you a visual of what you can actually do using this version and pulling a screenshot from your video clips. If you want to generate the thumbnail from there, just press options and go to generate thumbnail. But let's go ahead and add our thumbnail that we created using photos into the front of the clip. So let's go to most recent, and there we have it right here. So let's go ahead and select that and add it to our clip. As you can see, it's at the front of the clip where we had it. From here, go ahead and press options and go over to generate thumbnail. And when you hit this button, that's what your thumbnail will be when you go ahead and render this video and upload it to YouTube. So that is the most important part. So make sure you go ahead and generate thumbnail on the selected clip that you want. And that's how you make a thumbnail, guys. Thank you for watching. If you guys thought this ShareFactory tutorial was helpful, go ahead and subscribe my channel and possibly check out one of these other ShareFactory tutorials.